All right, welcome back. So if you've been following along, we've been breaking down TickRBuddy. We're talking about TickRBuddy and why it's such an important piece of software if you're trying to build a thesis, if you're interested in a company, and it's just going to save you so much time. You know, some people spend a few hours doing a DCF, real advanced. Some people take a few days. This, you'll be able to knock out a few DCFs in minutes. And, I'm really excited about this product. So let's go to stock comparison and see what that can do. Okay, so here's stock comparison. Why is this so important?
I just think if you're firstly when you're trying to value a company, you want to have something to compare it against. So you want to know what kind of a multiple is normal for this sector. What's the kind of different growth rates between these companies? How is it performing against this competition? So if you've got two companies in the phone space, right? One's got a 70% margin and one's got a 20% margin. You want to kind of understand why, like why is there such a margin difference? What makes this company? And you might even find a alternative investment to what you're planning to make, which can happen
Good.
at times when you're comparing them.
So we basically just punch in the ticker symbol and it populates all the information, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Good. Super easy to use, straightforward, and we can get up to 4 symbols, right?
Yeah. I think you can compare some really good stuff. You've got like the multiples in terms of valuation, then you've got the growth rates, you've got revenue growth rate, and then the profit margins part. I find very useful to compare profit margins at different companies.
Okay, so but this is a great feature. Being able to compare is extremely important. You can do up to 4 tickers. Now, next, building a model. So who is this made for? Like what kind of
This
investor?
is made for like the person like me, like the person that used to sit there with an Excel sheet for 5 hours and crack it all out. But this is like, oh, this saves you so much time because just importing the first. So let's say you want to bring in the historical data to begin with, right? When you're building your model, you just want to bring in the first couple of years of historical data for the company. That can take you so long to copy and paste that into an Excel sheet and then to format it properly and do all of that. So that part being done for you, I think, is amazing.
Yeah.
And then yeah, it's just built for the person that says I'm comfortable enough in making my own projections. So I'm going to project out the revenue, the gross margins, or because I think you've got to be doing stuff like listening to earning. If you want to do this, you've got to be listening to earnings calls. So you might see analysts project 20% gross margins, but the company just said, look, we should be on track for 25, and you want to factor that in. So you want to make your own estimate. So yeah, this is definitely for someone who's a. But I mean, you can play around with it and get used to it, whatever level you are. But then definitely build your understanding of all these terms and what they do and what they mean, and be tracking your companies closely before you start making projections like this.
But why would anybody use this if Excel is so easy?
I think
Right.
again.
No, I'm just kidding. Excel's a headache, man. You got to get used to Excel. There's so many tricks. There's so many things you can do with Excel, but in the
Yeah,
beginning, learning it, it's a big headache. Yeah, this is
yeah,
nice. This is all
yeah,
right here laid out for you. I like this a
yeah.
lot.
I mean, like you just kind of go to the top and just press 12% in the top, and look, you'll just get 12% revenue growth, and it'll be auto populated. Then
Yeah, excellent.
there's no like,
You
oh,
know,
let me go into Excel and put D3 times D4 plus times one,
you
and
know, no. You don't have to add the parentheses and add a bunch of formulas and
no, yeah.
equal signs and this and that. Nothing. Good,
Yes,
good. Yeah,
everything. So literally within like 5, 10, 15 minutes, you can build a model of a company if you got some idea of what margin should look like, etc., etc.
got it.
And then
Okay.
yeah, once you've put everything in, you'll get the metrics like EPS, cash flow, and then again you go right at the bottom, you'll be able to just run your valuations again.
Okay. So let's give us a company that's undervalued right now that you think is undervalued. Because we looked at Enphase and
There
that
was a
was
company I
Meek
checked.
Meek Kevin.
There was a company I checked a while ago, but it had a bit of a run. I don't know if it still is, but it's called Florendic or FND.
So we can see some green since we saw red only.
Yeah.
And you
I hope it's still undervalued. So okay, so this is an interesting point that I needed to bring in. So when you look at companies on here, so if the analyst estimates don't go out for 5 years,
you
so
got it.
here the analyst estimates stop. So you've got to do like using what you can see with historical stuff and your own research. You've got to fill a little bit in. I don't think I could use a DCF here because the company's cash flow is negative for 3 years.
So you want to use
So maybe a
EBITDA?
yeah, EBITDA. We could do EBITDA.
What, 10%?
Yeah, 10%. And I can see it's growing, so I'd be like a 14 year. 14 is you just have to hit enter there and then
Yeah.
and I haven't really seen any dilution, so maybe.
You want to do zero then? Zero dilution?
Yeah, I'll just hit 0 and
Okay.
okay. So when I did my research on that, I think I settled at around 20, and I was okay there. And then yeah, just the 12%. I know it did run recently, so I don't know if it's gone over. Oh, there you are.
Okay. So fair value, it's 127, price
I
target
mean,
225, and its
yeah.
current price 76.
Obviously, I would definitely look closer at the beta multiple again before I took that. I might have just got it wrong saying 20 right now, but yeah, when I looked at this company earlier and I did a full valuation, it looked quite and it was a Warren Buffett stock. That's what got my attention. He was buying it heavy a couple of months ago, so I was like,
Yeah.
and that's why I found it really useful. Like, okay, someone you kind of know, respect, like their stock picks, like Warren Buffett, he buys something. Okay, let me quickly go and run a valuation and let me have a look at this before I do a deep dive.
And this is your start, right? This will save you, because if this was like red and if this was opposite where it's trading, it's currently at 225 and
Yeah.
it's estimating 76,
Yeah.
that's going to save you time. Maybe you don't want to do research on a stock like that, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I would look at this and now I'm like, okay, I'm definitely willing to go and spend a couple hours of going through these 10Ks and 10Qs and let me, because look at that upside is huge potentially.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, so next here we have settings, and here this is
Nothing.
just
Yeah.
setting up your account, password,
Yep.
membership, pretty straightforward. And contact, how quickly do you usually respond to emails
Yeah.
and
So we
things?
aim to be within 1 day. No more than one working day.
Good. And I know you just started your Discord here, but before we
Yeah.
go there, if anybody wanted to do affiliate for you, they just click the affiliate link and just fill this out, right?
Yeah, so we kind of wanted to create this system where if people really like the product that and you refer people, you can get kind of rewarded recurringly. So you get like a commission continuing on and on as long as people stay signed up. Yeah.
And talk to me about your Discord here. I know you just started it,
Yeah, just
and
so the
what?
aim is to kind of give people a place, right, where we want. I'm so tired of all these chats where there's no substance. I want people to be able to say, "Look, I just hit a 15 EB to multiple, and this was the fair value I got," and to go and be able to share that with people, and people say, you know, maybe you're overshooting the multiple there. Maybe you need to come down to 12 or whatever, and to just kind of have that constructive thingy of sharing your valuations and what went into it, and then being able to bounce that off other people that are actually interested in doing the valuation, because that section of the investing population is small as it is. So we
Yeah,
want to kind of put those people together to be able to help each other and say, like, you know, maybe analysts are a bit too optimistic here, maybe they're too pessimistic, and just to have people to bounce that off. The long-term hope is to build something like, I don't know if you know stock twits.
stock twits. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, so we want to eventually have like an inbuilt thing on the website and everything where you can just basically ticker and see all people's kind of comments on a certain ticker and stuff, and then be able to interact with people and share your valuation. So you run the valuation, you just share it and say, like, this is what I got as fair value. Why don't you run a valuation and let me know what you got? And then
Yeah.
can
And
bounce.
I think that's a great idea, because you have a community, right? Like, and let's say you did an evaluation on a medical company and someone there has a background in medicine or whatever, they
Yeah.
can give their 2 cents and talk about why they think the product may work or may not work out. And that could just add to your thesis, or, shut down whatever thesis you had, right?
Yeah, I think when you can build a community of investors that actually have the same kind of approach and understand the importance of the research, etc., I think it can be so powerful, man. Like you can find so many great ideas, you can weed out so many bad ideas, but you have to have those like-minded people around each other. Most discords and stuff you jump into, 95% of people don't care about fundamentals or valuations. So it's really hard to go and get sincere kind of advice. So that's, yeah, I really would love to build up a community where people can just come in and then talk to like-minded people and get sincere advice on things.
Yeah. Well, you have me sold. I definitely like the product. For now on, I'm going to try my best. Anytime I do a video and I do an evaluation, I'm definitely going to incorporate TIKRBUDDY and always recommend it. Do you have any last minute word advice for us investors? How should we feel right now? I'm looking at the market right now. Overall market is down, the SPY is down, QQQ is down, the mini futures are down, everything is down, red. What should we do right now? Should we
I just say, look, it's all happened before. It's this not the first time it's happened. It's been worse than this, and I fully agree with. There was one saying from Warren Buffett, and I said that I really agree with. It says that for as long as you believe in America, like invest in the stock market. I mean, if you get to a stage where you no longer believe in it, I can't. That's you got to make that decision yourself, right? I can't sit and tell you that America's always going to be great. If you see some reasons why America is going to collapse, then maybe you don't want to invest. But if you believe that in the long term, America is going to keep growing, businesses will keep growing, then why would you not? You just keep investing and you profit from these downturns and you reap the rewards when these companies bounce back.
Good, great. That's great advice for sure. So make sure you sign up to Foolish Investor. He has a YouTube channel. We've showed it before. Sign up. If you're interested in TIKRBUDDY, I have a link below, and you'll get 7 days free. You'll get a chance to play with it. You'll enter your information, see if you like it, join the Discord, ask questions. He responds to all emails within a day. So we look forward to seeing you. And make sure you also click my other sponsor, Magic Mind. Great product here. Athletes have Gatorade. We have Creatorade. So this helps you with focus and concentration. And thank you for watching. See you on the next video.